What's up, guys? Will Higgins, Southern California realtor. I've been getting a ton of questions on kind of how I run my business and how I ramped it up so fast. So I just figured I'd make a YouTube video to kind of talk about some of the tactics I used to grow my business, also kind of how it started, you know? So for me, I'll give you a little background on me. I've been a realtor for just over 2 years. Before that, I worked in corporate America, also have an MBA. So graduated grad school, took that traditional path, started working at a job, worked there for 12 years and just wasn't fulfilled. And real estate was always in the background. And on my job, I had a lot of free time. So I figured, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. So I started out working part-time, and for you guys that are working a corporate job and want to think about getting into real estate, I'll be the first one to tell you I agree with starting part-time, because there's a ramp-up period, and you don't want to necessarily take that big loss or take that big pay cut because you don't have to. Everyone talks about you gotta struggle to make it. No, I don't want you to struggle, and I didn't want to struggle. So I started off real estate part-time, but one of my mentors, as I was going through it, I really wanted to ramp up my business, and there were two things that were basically weighing against me: time and money, right? So I wasn't making the money I was making in my corporate job, but I did have some time. So with that being said, I did everything the traditional way. But again, I was working two jobs, but I did everything the traditional way. So I did open houses, I did door knocking, I did cold calls, I called my sphere, I did all those things. But again, I only had so many results doing that, versus a person who had been in their career for 5-10 years. They had this huge book of business that they could basically call on and rely on. And as a newer agent, you won't have that. So for me, I had to figure out a solution so that I could offer my services to the most amount of people in the short amount of time, so that I could grow my business, so that I could leave this job, also have more time with my family and live the life I wanted to live. So the solution I came up with was Facebook ads. Again, everyone's kind of doing it now, but I think my solution, my strategy, my formula that I use is completely different. So what I noticed in the beginning was a lot of people were running ads of properties, so it'd be something that looks like this, you know what I'm saying? So with those, I feel like you get a lot of looky-loos, and you get a lot of people that are really just interested in that property. And in this market, in most markets around the country, houses don't last long, right? So once that house is gone, that ad is stale. So again, the solution I came up with, again, was running ads, but I took a different spin. So I run ads with me featured, so they don't go stale. I'll be around. So, it's stuff that kind of looks like this, and people gravitate to it. What I found is that when I run ads that feature me, I find people that essentially want to work with me. And it allows me to offer my services 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm always open for business because people are always on their phone. People are always clicking. So again, it's worked for me. It's changed my business dramatically. And I wanted to start a channel to bring it to the masses, so teach everybody kind of the tactics I use and how I run my business, and hopefully, that some of you guys will benefit from it. So do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, also hit the bell so that you're notified the next time I create one of these videos. So I should be creating one next week, and I look forward to bringing that to you. Also connect with me on social media. Instagram is my favorite platform, but please connect with me. I'm looking forward to sharing my knowledge with you, and hopefully you guys have success.